And so, it's a new day. Another day, another tournament match. Well, actually, this is our first tournament match that we'll actually be participating in. I like that pan of the outside of the hotel. And Zin's up early. Why am I not surprised? Thing is, we're actually going to check the weaponsmith again, because they sell something new now that he's in the party. Well, at least he didn't drink himself into unconsciousness and spend the morning with a hangover. I'm sure he does. I'm sure he plans them very far in advance. So, what Estelle's saying is actually kind of interesting. It implies that you have to do some other things before doing the tournament. You can actually go all the way to your match now. There's really nothing you are required to do beforehand. All they're saying is that you have some time if you want to go to the scenic route to level up a bit, or if you want to buy new equipment or synthesize new quartz. So, you're not taken straight to the tournament, but there's really nothing you're outright required to do before then. Yeah, these two have fought by the sides of Zin and Olivier individually, but never together. So, speaking of which, these two are back in our party, and what that means is they now have new weapons equipped, so that's 2 more for our weapon counts. But also, in terms of orbments, yeah, I'm going to need to do a little bit of management here. This might require me to swap around some things. In fact, before I manage orbments, I'm going to go ahead and head to the factory. Just quickly before we do anything else, we talk to this guy here. He actually gives a little bit of backstory on the martial arts competition. Okay, I guess I'll go to the arms and guard store first, because if you talk to the shopkeeper here, there's a bit of interesting foreshadowing. Could they have been the Ravens gang? I don't know. But from here, they're now selling the Steel Gauntlet for Zin and the Silver Star for Olivier, so I'm going to go ahead and buy both of those. Actually, with this I have just barely enough to buy another shield coat, which I may as well go ahead and get, because I'd kind of like as much defense on Olivier as I can muster. As for the Orbital Factory, we should be able to, yes, we can actually afford Action 3 now. So let's go ahead and grab that. Evade 3 is one of the few things we're missing, actually. Okay, so now orbments. Okay, so here's the setup that I've gone with. So on Olivier, I have all of these quartz. So I've got Action 3 and Cast 2 on him for maximum cast time, Mine 3, and with that I have access to Clock Up EX, Chaos Brand, Anticept All, White Gahana, and Blue Impact for single target damage. This is pretty much all of the spells that he'll really need, plus a little bit of healing. But I can also swap out a few quartz for Earth ones if I want to go ahead and get Earth Wall on him. Right now I don't need that too much because I currently have Earth Wall and Chaos Brand on Zin. Both of them are arts that don't require very much ATS to get the most use out of. And other than that, I've got things like Defense 2, Attack 3, Action 2's good, Hit 3, Petrify. Yeah, I think I'm kind of fine with the setup that I have on him right now. And all this without sacrificing White Gahana on Joshua, which is really all he needs at the moment. Oh, by the way, the popcorn machine is working now, but that's only if you missed Holy Popcorn earlier. Okay, I've fought enough enemies to get Joshua to level 26 because at this level he learns Evil Eye. I'll maybe try and show that off at some point in the tournament. They'll need a little bit more CP to actually do that. It's pretty expensive in terms of CP cost. Oh, is that Kurt? Okay, didn't realize he was just outside the town. Well, at least it gets you trained for the tournament. Yeah, I'm sure we'll get a chance to spar eventually. I like talking to the people just outside the arena because they change who they're rooting for based on what's happening. In terms of equipment, I've got the feather brooch on Estelle, Joshua still has his current stuff, skull pendant and long barrel on Olivier, and Zin has the skull pendant and feather brooch. Basically, you don't need to worry too much about status in this fight, but the skull pendant is pretty helpful. Other than that, Joshua's leveled 26, we've got our orbment set up. One more thing, I knew I was forgetting something. Tactics. Firstly, you want to set Zin's S-Break to Oral Blast, which, yeah, has an area effect. And in terms of battle position, I'm going to actually lead with my two most defensive people on the front lines, Joshua slightly behind and Olivier in the rear. With that, we need to talk to the receptionist here to get registered for our fight. Yeah, I think we're all ready for this. Yeah, so about that, we're actually participants now. We're not spectators anymore. Well, hopefully these oh, by the way, this is amazing, I love that. Hopefully these forms don't say not responsible for any death or injury. And your Byleth is showing. Well, we're probably not going to change any of our team during this thing. That does mean, though, that if one of us is somehow unable to attend a certain match, we're, gonna be down a member. So, Olivier, no drinking yourself into unconsciousness, please. And that's fair. That makes sense. So, whoever is in our room, we're not fighting today. So we're now officially registered. Not literally, of course. So you don't have to go in immediately, but there's really nothing else to do. So yeah, they are saying that the moment that you do this, you'll be stuck in here for a little while. So yes, bring on a day of hot, hot action. Please, Olivier, don't turn that into an innuendo. And amazing music again, yes! So yeah, the blue team room is all the way down here. If we check the stands, there really aren't too many people watching right now. We're a little early for our match. Why did I get a feeling we'd be seeing you three here? Your underlings did terribly in that first fight, so what are you here to do? Yeah, sure you did. I don't like the sound of that. So yeah, these guys are gonna be part of the tournament. Estelle's pretty good at sass when she wants to be. I love how condescending she is towards them here. And how Race is completely oblivious. So, yep, these will be our first fight. They clearly wanted that to look a lot more intimidating than it actually was. Yeah, you just turned the whole thing around on them without even really realizing it. Boo! I'm sorry, I always picture the crowd booing whenever he shows up. Well, that's kinda natural. I mean, I must wonder just how terrifying it would be before, you know, going onto the field in actual major sports events. I've been in Pokemon tournaments in the past, but I've never actually had a match, like, up on the big screen before, and a lot of people say it's not good to get those early on because it makes you really nervous. So anyway, here you just have to talk to everyone else in the room. Oh, glad you came too. You really helped us out earlier. And you're as typical as usual. So, we have a couple of generic army squads here. I'm actually not sure if, like, these names are people you would recognize from, like, Private Zane actually does sound like a name I've seen before. Maybe these are people you can meet at the border gates if you go out of your way to talk to them. No killing in this tournament, please. Yes, generic soldiers, you're totally gonna go through the finals. I left talking to Team Bracer for last. The good news is they're in the room with us, so that means we're not gonna be fighting them this time. Yeah, I have heard about the importance of breathing from a lot of different sources. Hello there, not Adol. Or Adol, not really sure how it's supposed to be pronounced. I haven't actually played any of the East games. I probably should sometime. Well, that's good to know. We won't have to destroy you then. And Annalise. Annalise is actually one of my favorite characters in the Sky series, but I guess you'll see why later on. We must apologize to everyone for the long wait. That will now commence with the no-holds-barred matches. Without further ado, let's announce the fight card for the first bout. Southside, Blue Team, Bracer Guild, Grand Cell Branch, Team Captain is Kurt. Northside, Red Team, Royal Army Assault Cavalry, Team Captain is First Lieutenant Jed. Well, looks like Team Bracer's up first. Well, Team Other Bracer, I guess. Oh yeah, sure. They're generic soldiers, so they're not going to last much longer. I will say, it helps that Annalise is voiced by Cassandra Lee Morris. She's a great voice actress. And the title card still says preliminaries, we forgot to change that. Anyway, the stage is set and the curtain is up. Team Bracer makes the first attack. Already attacking the enemy team captain, how will they respond? They respond by going for Annalise. Kurt is not pulling out his support arts just yet, but that will probably change soon. Team Bracer takes a small amount of damage, but they're still going strong. The army is not doing so well here. And the captain is already almost down. What art is Kana about to use here? Kurt's pulling back. Kana goes for Spiral Flare. Catches two of them in the blast. The captain and one other soldier are down. Already the army squad is heavily crippled. Kurt's high defense showing there. He can very easily take blows from the best of them. And there's a new ability we have not seen Kana use before, buffing the strength of her entire team. This should make it easy for them to tear through the competition. And here is another of Kurt's arts, imitating Shadow Spear. One more soldier goes down, things are looking pretty grim for the Royal Army Assault Cavalry. And it is over. KO! Winner is Kurt's team! That a single loss too. I mean, while we should be happy with them, we are inevitably going to fight them later, so we should keep an eye on their moves. Hence, RPG protagonists. They kind of justify that in this universe, though, with augments. They kind of are said to improve your physical capabilities. Here's the lineup for the second match. Southside, Blue Team from the Calvard Republic, captained by Martial Arts Master Zin. Hey, that's us. Northside, Red Team, Team Raven, captained by Dean. Yep, we're fighting exactly who we think we are. You can talk to the others in here, but you don't need to. Oh, it'll be grand, alright, don't worry. We'll put on quite a show for you. And Annalise's priorities are as sorted as usual. Have you really? Well, I guess we'll see. Okay, time to take our places, which actually are not the places that I said in tactics, but oh well, can't see limitations. And so our first actual match in the tournament. The Ravens are pretty much exactly the same as they were before, they just have a lot more HP. They also have this guy, Raven Gang Elite. I don't know why they brought the guy who's doubly weak to all magic to this, but oh well. Yeah, in fact, I think that might be all positioned to try out Joshua's new craft here, Evil Eye. This is a circular AoE delay attack. I completely forgot they're not immune to instant death. I think I just got like 3 Death Blow 1 procs on this. If you want to see it, I actually do have footage of the failed take. Well, I do have footage of the take of this where I lost the commentary track. Okay, wow, your defense is actually pretty solid. Yeah, I probably should have buffed there. I don't even know what to... I expected this match to be easy. I didn't expect it to be that easy. Oh, and Petrify. Okay, of course. I mean, I'm not even going to get a chance to show off Estelle's S-Craft because this is going to instantly kill because he's petrified. Okay, then. Alright, that was... Wow. Again, I expected that to be a joke, but that was more of a joke than I thought. That was... I can just say now, they can use No Mercy as always, which can inflict instant death. There's still a delay for it, but it's a bit less than in their earlier fights, but I can't believe... I'm broken. I'm totally broken now. And language. Then again, I mean, I'd be that frustrated if I was on the receiving end of that. No, you didn't. Seriously. I'm dead. Like, I can't believe that actually happened. That was ridiculous. Oh yeah, you're a lot stronger than we fought in the lighthouse. A lot. I mean, technically speaking, they weren't immune to instant death back then, so yeah. Yeah, from the take where I lost the commentary, I do have a full, proper take of that fight. If you want to see it, I can upload it. Just, you know, to not make that look like a complete joke. I mean, it's still not a hard fight, but it's still... Yeah. Oh yeah, that was not bad at all, huh? Let's just hope that we don't destroy you that badly when we inevitably fight you. Yeah, your example, huh? Because you were totally there the last time we met them. Also, Annalise actually agrees. Annalise is kind of one of the few people in this entire region who is even ditzier than Estelle. But despite that, she is also insanely strong in battle. That's part of why I find her such an interesting character. Here's the lineup for the third match. Southside, Blue Team. From the Royal Army's 3rd Regiment, captained by 1st Lieutenant Real. Northside, Red Team. The Capua family, aka the Sky Bandits, captained by Don Capua. Wait, what? Yeah, remember back at the weapon shop where they said some people were let in with handcuffs to buy weapons? Ladies and gentlemen, we have a unique matchup for you next. Somewhat notorious, always in the news, they are the Capua family, the Sky Bandits who terrorize the Bose region. Today they present themselves to you in a physical display of contrition, eager to fight in a fair and honest manner. In doing so, they hope to atone for all the problems they've caused the kingdom's citizens. This wish to make amends is foremost in their hearts as they take the field. I kinda doubt it. And thanks to the sponsorship of Duke Dunan, they are here to show you that remorse. We hope you enjoy this shocking matchup and first ever public apology in tournament history. Yeah, why do I get the feeling this is a weird political stunt? Yeah, someone has rigged this so they could show up here. And so begins the third round of the no-holds-barred matches. Kyle Capua starts things off. Generic Sky Bandits follows up. All of them are focusing down one single member. What did they say about fighting fairly before? But the army is not going to take it lying down. Who will win, the forces of law or the forces of criminality? Kyle is already taking a severe beating. However, they've run right into Don's trap. He fires his cannon, hitting all three of them in the blast. Realizing the danger that Don possesses, the soldiers are converging in on him right now. But the generic Sky Bandit moves to intercept. And stabbing from behind, Kyle is pulling out his special technique, the smoke bomb. Things are at a bit of a stalemate right now. The army is piling in on the generic Sky Bandit. Things do not look good. He is down. First loss goes to the Sky Bandits, but their trap pays off, sacrificing one of their members to lure them all into the prime position. For Don to attack, three of them down in one go, and Kyle is going to finish this off with his trademark bomb toss. Victory to the Sky Bandits! Wait a minute, were they supposed to win? Are they off script? KO! Winner is Don's team! Well, they were up against generic soldiers, so kind of fits. And hey, at least that means we might get to beat them up twice in one game. Oh boy, yeah, that'd be weird. The Capua family being invited to the Queen's dinner party. I mean, then again, they are former nobles, but still. Well, you guys are gonna be embarrassed for the rest of your lives. Wait a minute, if you're soldiers in part of a border garrison and you're not used to fighting the group, wow, I fear for LeBeur's army. Their training methods must really suck. Here's the lineup for the fourth match. Southside, blue team. From the border garrison, 7th Regiment, captained by 1st Lieutenant Byrne. Well, looks like some more generic soldiers are about to get destroyed. I mean, that was a cool line, but I doubt it's gonna work. Your funeral. North Side, Red Team, from the Royal Army Intelligence Division, captained by 2nd Lieutenant Lawrence. Yep, Agate's clashed with him before, too. And so we have a very special match for you today. Out of the shadows come the Special Ops team. Them versus the regular armies of LeBeurl. Who will win? The superior technology, armor, and training of the Intelligence Division, or these other army guys? Hashtag not propaganda. The Intelligence Division's superior armor is holding out against the assault of these bayonets. With them on our side, our country is the strongest in the world. Totally not propaganda. Lawrence is making his move there, and whoa! 1 down already. 2 down. 3 down. Lawrence OP, please nerf. Just who is this guy and why is he allowed in the tournament? The Special Ops soldiers are pulling out all the stops here. They're no longer holding back. Things are looking very grim for this captain. Lawrence might not even need to be involved. He goes down to their superior teamwork. The Intelligence Division shows how formidable they truly are. Hashtag not propaganda. Yep, Lawrence OP, please nerf is how you would sum that up. It's kind of like the equivalent of taking an Uber into a non-Uber Pokemon tournament. Huh. They didn't want to show off Lawrence until now. There was probably a reason for that. I think I just recently learned that that's kind of a baseball term, the whole. That's a portrait I don't think we've seen of Joshua before. Joshua has always acted weirdly around Lawrence every time we've seen him. Oh no, I'm sure there is need to worry. I'm sure Joshua knows that guy somehow from his past. And we'll definitely be finding that out later. And that concludes our first day of full contact matches. Today's winners were Kurt's team, Don's team, Zin's team, and Lawrence's team. Who among them will be crowned the King of Fighters? Please don't sue us. Stay with us to find out, and hopefully it's the Intelligence Division. Hashtag not propaganda. So that was an interesting day. Our match was, well, yeah, I can't believe that happened. That was ridiculous. Maybe it was a blessing in disguise that I lost the first recording of this. Yeah, if we get paired against Lawrence next round, we're doomed. Of course, given how strong he is, it's kind of obvious that they're saving us fighting him for the finals. If we'll even fight him at all. It's weird, like, this line right here, like, I don't know if you feel the same way, but this seems like they could be, these seem like they could be lyrics from a Pokemon anime opening theme. And let's hope those two don't get drunk. Yeah, something's bothering Joshua. I'm sure we all know what kind of information he wants to find out. And interrupted. Yeah, just make all the excuses you want. Rancel's sewer key? How'd you get your hands on that? Maybe I don't want to know. So yeah, obviously that was going to be important. Although admittedly there was a locked door in Elmo Hot Springs that's not important until the sequel, but anyway. So an ideal training ground for our next match, and we may need to train a bit before we fight our next one. Yeah, sure, that's what it is. This is definitely a case of, we lost in the first round, so we're gonna make sure that whoever beat us goes on to win. I do kind of like the character arc the Ravens go through in this game. They start out as just common street thugs, and at this point they're kind of turning over a new leaf, and they're becoming more like friendly rivals. Yeah, we'll be doing that tomorrow. Okay, so time to report to the guild. There's one thing that I want to quickly do first, though. And that's talk to Anton and Ricky. And they're already plastered. Please tell me that you'll be able to get over that before our next match. So the thing that I actually wanted to show is to talk to this guy in one of the houses in the West Block. Seems we're not the only ones who are onto the Special Ops soldiers. That guy had better keep his opinions to himself, though, if he doesn't want to mysteriously disappear. Hopefully they don't get the BP for our victory. Oh, yes, there's the one who procced like 10% instant death 3 times in a row. Yeah, why hasn't the tournament banned him already? Why do I get the feeling there's not going to be much? Yeah, of course he did. Joshua clearly feels like Lawrence is someone he knows, but... he's just brushing it off as knowing your enemy at this point. Oh great, her again. I mean, she kinda deserves that. Definitely. Hopefully Agate can stay hidden. And with that, like, you're not directly told to, but you need to go back to the hotel. Because there's someone waiting for us here. And I think we recognize those overalls. Yep, it's Niall again. I think I remember that Brock said something like that in the Pokemon anime at one point. Of course, interviews. Obviously, he has some kind of ulterior motive for this. I forget exactly how old Niall is, but I remember it being younger than I thought. Like, I think he's less than 30 or something.